Good morning. It's about 5:30 a.m. and I am going to attempt to do 40 miles today. It's really cold and it's raining. So I have my rain gear on. My hands are frozen because I had to order new gloves and I have no gloves. And it's also pitch black. I'm assuming there's clouds, so it's blocking all the stars. So it's extremely dark. Extremely dark. I have a 1,000-foot climb to do right now, and hopefully it'll get light soon. So it's like 5:50 a.m. and I've already lost the trail 3 times. It's still very, very dark outside and I'm in like this mini storm and I'm like in a cloud and I can't see one thing. So I literally think I just need to stop. I can't see anything and I don't know where the trail is. So this is frustrating. I was trying to get an early start. Not feeling very encouraged right now because I could still be in my warm sleeping bag. At least I can see now. Total waste of a morning though of getting up early. Try not to be in a bad mood and have it affect my day. So yeah. God bless America, land of the wind and storm. Okay, so I'm now officially in Mount Hood National Forest. Usually there's a big sign, but there was none up there. I'm wondering if it got blown away. Either way, I made it to the top and now I'm descending. Make up some miles. But I feel like I'm on Mars or something. And there's like a ton of rocks everywhere. Hoping that I can descend out of this like big cloud and little storm thing because I'm freezing and as you know I don't have any gloves, so life is interesting right now. Yeah, sure is. The rain always brings out all the colors. Looks like some Game of Thrones stuff. I just passed a southbounder who told me there's this like resort right up here. I'm gonna cross a road soon and it's like a 1/10 of a mile off trail. And he's like, it's a place to warm up. They have hot coffee, hot tea, food. Like, you should definitely go. And I'm just like, Everything's wet. I'm freezing. And all I want is some hot coffee and to sit inside so I stop getting battered in the face by rain. But my willpower to do 40 miles is strong right now. So I'm gonna skip the resort, which is nuts because this is the exact kind of day where you should stop hiking and go inside if you can. But yeah, I'm still gonna push for 40, so ooh, boy. I'll be at Timberline Lodge tomorrow, so I'll reward myself with warmth and hot coffee then. All right, it's a little after 9:30 a.m. and I've done a little more than 9 miles, and I've already accepted that I'm gonna have to night hike. It sucks, my hip's already starting to hurt, so I really hope that it doesn't get worse, because if it gets to the point where like I'm limping, I can't like walk. So I have my muscle relaxers, but I really don't want to take those unless like I absolutely need to, but I might have to take one later today. Anyway, I also stop, and obviously I take a lot of video and everything, so that slows me down, but I think it's worth it. It's stopped raining, but I'm still kind of in a cloud, so I'm still getting, kind of wet, but at least I'm not getting like pelted in the face at the moment. You can see all the fog and everything up there in the trees. But yeah, still feeling like okay. But everything's wet and it's just, it's just kind of like uncomfortable, And I'm still in my jammies. It was way too cold to put my shorts on today, so yep. All right, I'm gonna take a little break soon and then get back to walking. All day, baby, all day. Naturally, a few minutes after I told you I was gonna take a break, I stopped, took a break, and probably like 10 seconds into my break, it started to rain, but it was pouring, of course, so I shoved the rest of my granola bar in my mouth, and I quickly just got up and walked in like straight pouring rain for about 10 minutes, and now it's just doing like a light drizzle. But I also passed the cutoff to go to Olali Resort, I think it's called, for my hot coffee. I could see it. There was also a sign that said Trail Magic with an arrow. You guys, I denied it. I can't believe it. There was a part of me, like a couple miles back, that was thinking it's probably best if I stopped in there, checked the weather, got warm, dried my stuff, stayed the night, and then attempted my 40 tomorrow. But I had a hard talk with myself. I'm really starting to realize how easy it is to logically and rationally talk myself out of situations, and I was starting to do that. I really wanted to do a 40-mile day, and I decided on today, even though still kind of feeling a little ill from my GRDS stuff, but I was at the same time feeling okay. And anyway, I stopped early last night and did less miles so I could try to get to bed earlier. I woke up early, you know, went through this whole debacle thing this morning with losing the trail and etc. So I've already done a lot of like the hard work, I guess. Like I made my decision, and then I was just trying to tell myself, like, you know what, you have been getting rained on all morning and all day. You're already hurting. It's cold. It's probably gonna keep raining, and you're gonna have to wind up night hiking because you got a later start this morning than you wanted. And so anyway, it's like rational. Like everything's wet, even stuff that you've protected. Who knows? It was just pouring rain. I'm sure that probably got wet too, even though it's supposed to be in like dry sacks and everything. But I just feel like you just never know. Everything's wet. I'm cold. Okay, so and then I was like walking and just really trying to reevaluate my situation because I'm extremely uncomfortable right now. And it got me thinking how sometimes when you are uncomfortable, you should really like listen and take action. But then there's other kinds of being uncomfortable where you need to push through that uncomfortability. So I was trying to figure out like, well, how do I know which uncomfortability is good or bad? You know, like people, as in a general term, you know, say things like, oh, push the limits. You got to push your boundaries if you want to change, if you want to grow, if you want to see what you're capable of. But I was just like, it's just kind of like, well, how do we know which boundaries can be pushed when it involves being uncomfortable? And I think that's just what I was really asking myself. Like when I had to get off trail because I was extremely uncomfortable and in pain because of my hip and my foot, I feel like that was something that I legitimately needed help with. So then I was trying to compare that scenario to what I'm feeling now, and this uncomfortable I'm feeling now is completely doable. This is like the kind of uncomfortability where I need to just deal with it and continue to push myself because I'm gonna be fine, you know? And yeah, it just really, like I said, had me thinking about how easy it is to rationally talk myself out of a goal because I'm uncomfortable. And I don't know, it's just kind of awakening, and it's just nice to like process those thoughts. That's something that happens a lot when you thru hike, and if you're not listening to music or anything like that, you have a lot of deep reflections. And I'm just thankful for this hike, for teaching me a lot of things about myself and areas I can grow, and growing in my discernment and everything like that. So anyway, moral of the story, I denied the hot coffee and the warmth and being dry because I made a goal, and I'm gonna do my best to stick to it. Yeah, so that's my little spiel for now. Well, that was just the saddest thing ever. I'm hiking, run into two hikers, Bingo and Ratatouille, and they were like, hey, are you starpers? I was like, yeah. They were like, you know that trail magic back there? The one that I skipped because I'm like trying to stick to my goal, and I just gave this whole speech about blah, blah, blah. Well, they're like, the guy who runs it, Nate, has been looking forward to meeting you this whole time. And he was telling us, I'm so excited. She should be coming through today. And I literally just walked right past it. It's the first trail magic that I've never, ever gone to because I'm trying to be disciplined. And I feel so sad now. See, this is why you don't skip trail magic. My gosh. Screw goals, you guys. Moral of the story now, the remix version, don't reach for your goals. Do the lazy thing that you wanted to do. That's where the reward will be, you guys. Apparently it was a guy named Nate who was putting it on. So Nate, I don't have service, but I'm probably gonna get service tomorrow at Timberline Lodge. And I'm gonna somehow find you because Bingo was telling me that you hashtag some like a particular hashtag on Instagram. So I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna write you, and then maybe we can meet at like Timberline Lodge or something. And I've learned my lesson. I will never skip trail magic again. Okay, so I took a longer second lunch break than I wanted, but I sat down and it was like 21 miles for the day at about 1:30 p.m. And my feet just felt like they were broken, per usual, but they were really bad. And the fact that I have to do another 20 miles just was like, oh gosh. So I took some Tylenol and I ate. And now my feet are pretty much numb again, but so it took a little bit longer, like I said. Oh well, I'm gonna have to night hike anyway. But I was trying to figure out about the buffet situation at Timberline Lodge. Hikers say it's the best on trail. So I definitely want to stop there tomorrow. But depending on where I camp tonight, it's probably gonna be about 22 miles until the lodge. However, there are rumors that they no longer have dinner buffet. And I just talked to a southbounder and he wasn't sure, but he remembered the times for the breakfast and the lunch buffet, not the dinner. So I'm just gonna assume there's no dinner buffet. That means if I wanna get to this buffet, I need to do 22 miles before like maybe by like noon or at least 1. I mean, the earlier the better, because you want to make it count, right? It's like $25 or something. So we'll see if I'll wake up super early and attempt that. Either way, I'll stop there just so I can see it. And if I don't get to eat the buffet this time, I guess I'll have to come back. The lizards are back to haunt me. This literally made me stop in my tracks. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, there, lizard. Don't attack me. Okay? Okay. Good boy. Good boy. Keep staring at nothing. Hi, I'm going up this climb. So I'm a little out of breath. It's the last climb of the day. It's like 1,200 feet. Whew. It's 5:30 p.m. and I've gone about 31 miles. So I'm making really good time. We'll still have to do some night hiking and set my tent up in the dark, but hopefully not too much. So kind of like a funny story. Last night I set up my tent and I was alone, and it's like pretty much almost dark and I'm getting ready to go to bed or get in my tent, and I hear voices and I'm hearing noises like down the trail, and I'm like, I have to investigate this before I go to sleep because I thought I was fully alone. So I walk like a quarter of a mile back and I realized there's a hiker there playing his podcast out loud, which is why I heard multiple voices. And I'm like, oh, hi. Sorry, I was just seeing who was there. And anyway, it turns out to be a hiker. His name is Flo. And where he was setting up camp, this spot wasn't good. So he was like, hey, like, are there other spots by you? Like, do you mind if I come join you? I said, not at all. Comes over, and then I say, hey, I'm just warning you. I'm trying to get up early tomorrow because I want to do or I just said I want to get up early tomorrow. So just letting you know. And he was like, oh, no worries, like me too. Like, I'm trying to do a 40. And I said, what? I said, I'm trying to do a 40. And he's like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah. Like, I was like, I swear. And he was like, well, let's do it. So it's been really cool because just like complete coincidence, me and this guy who I've never met before, we're both wanting to do 40s. So him and I have been leapfrogging all day, and it's been nice because it's like we've barely like seen each other, but we're both like doing the same thing. So at that last water, we both were like, oh, our feet hurt, this sucks, blah, blah, blah. But it was great to like have somebody who knows what I'm going through right now. And it's just like a extra incentive to make it because there's two of us doing it. So really random actually, you know, but the trail works that way, you know. That's why the trail is like one of the reasons why it's so awesome. And people say the trail provides because look at that. We both got some support from another hiker to do the same thing. So yeah, and by the way, this is hard. Yeah, our feet hurt. We've been like pushing it all day. Him and I are going about the same pace, doing about 3.5 to 4 miles an hour of hiking pace. And then our average is lowered because snack breaks, bathroom breaks, filtering water, lunch, things like that. But we've been cruising. Like I said, this is the last hill. He's a little bit in front of me. And then it's downhill for a bit and then flat. So also, right when we hit 40 miles, there's some water like 0.2 after that. But there's no camping in that area that we know of. Nothing states that on our GPS. It's like 1.5 miles away is the nearest camping. So either we're both hoping to find camping, just like that's not marked on our GPS, close to the water, or we're gonna have to do another like mile or so, which we both don't want to do. Once we hit 40, we want to be done. Okay, so my friend Chase, before I left for the trail, we were just talking about mileage and all of that. And when he heard that like some people did like 40 or 50 miles in a day, he was like, you can't walk 40 miles in a day. And he wasn't saying me specifically, just like you as a general term. Like, you can't walk 40 miles with a pack, like a big heavy pack on, you know? He was like, you know, like, how do you, that's not a thing. So I was like, oh, yes it is. And I'm gonna do it. And then I'm gonna name a video after you after I do it. So this one is for you, Chase. I'm not there yet, but I'm confident that I will get there. I'm in a lot of pain though. Just know that, okay? I'm in a lot of pain. My whole body hurts, but I'm gonna make it. 40 miles, just for you, Chase. And as a disclaimer, Chase is a very nice guy, so don't be too hard on him. All right, it's 7:30 p.m. I have 2.2 miles left until I hit the 40-mile mark. I've been running the past few miles. Oh, I am getting a good workout. And I have like a 30-pound pack on, so it's pretty good. But I've already accepted that I think I have to go more than 40 miles to find camp. So I'm hoping I can get to 40 miles before it gets completely dark. And then I can just try to search for a spot to pitch my tent. But yeah, I thought I wasn't gonna make it about 6 miles ago. And then I just like had to have a talk with myself. And then I started running and I just can't feel my legs or my feet. So I guess it worked. All right, you can't see me, but it's 8:10 p.m. and I just hit 40 miles and I'm so tired. Time to sleep.